Clicked on this video today because you're sick of waiting for motivation to start. And I'm here to talk to you about that because I've had a lot of times in my life where I was not able to start because I thought that some kind of magic motivation was going to show up down the line and help me get started. But what I realized over time is that there is never, ever going to be a good time to start something. You're always going to have some kind of roadblock, whether that's legitimate roadblocks or something that's in your head. There's always going to be a better time to do it. There's always going to be another time. It's always going to be a not right now. Today I want to talk to you about that. I was watching a video a couple days ago. I like to run. I started getting into cycling a little bit. And they talk about in running and in cycling not to push off too quickly, right? So you don't want to start pedaling super quickly as soon as you start your workout or running super quickly as soon as you start your workout. You want to find the motivation within the workout. And that resonated with me so well because when you start doing something, even if you are motivated to do it, you don't really, love it. It sucks, it's not fun, it's uncomfortable, especially these workouts specifically, I guess is what I'm talking about. But when I start my runs, I'm always like, this sucks, it's too early, I just got out of bed, I don't like this. But by the time I'm done with my runs, and when I hit halfway through my runs, I'm like, this is awesome, I'm motivated, I could do anything, I love this. And then when I finish the run, I feel amazing. So what I want you to think about with this is there's never going to be a good time for you to go start that business, talk to that girl, make that money, whatever, lose that weight, get to the gym. There's never going to be a good time to do this stuff. There's always going to be something that you are perceiving to be a problem, and you're never going to have that motivation, which is why I want you to focus on going into the motivation through action. I have a little piece of paper here where I wrote some stuff down, so that's why I'm looking over here. But I thought about the psychology of it. Most people think that, motivation is something that starts at the beginning. You start at the beginning with motivation, and it's motivation, action, and then result. But I will tell you from personal experience, every single time that I've gotten up to do something and I've made a point to start a business, lose weight, change my life, and stay consistent with that, it's always been just action first, consistency, discipline, small win, excitement from the small win, motivation, right? The motivation comes when you start to see that things are working. And the only way that you can see things working is by taking action, consistent action. So I want to bring this up with my one thing principle because I'm going to go down like Rockefeller with this one thing principle. If you do this one thing consistently, find one thing that's going to help you move the ball forward in your goals, your dreams, whatever you want to do, and you do that one thing consistently over time, the more that you do it, the more small wins you're going to get. You need to reward yourself for the small wins. So every time that you do something consistent, you do your one thing, pick that one thing. For me, losing weight, it was running. So every time I hit my run, I gave myself the small win. And my small win was taking a picture of myself in the mirror. I always felt good after my runs, taking a picture of myself in the mirror because I completed the goal of doing the one thing and I watched my progress over time. And even though when I took some of those pictures, I felt fatter than the day before, or I felt more upset with myself than the day before. Over time, I start looking at these photos and it's like I'm shedding off the weight. And that for me motivates me to keep going, right? And that's the same thing with these YouTube videos, with my business, with all these things. The more success that you have, the more motivation you're gonna build out of that success, because you're able to see that your actions are turning into real results. But if you wait for the motivation to show up, you will never, ever be able to make it happen because the motivation's not gonna come, bro. It's not gonna come. There's never gonna be a time where you feel like getting up and starting to lose 100 pounds. There's never gonna be a time where you feel like getting up and making your first million. It's not gonna happen, okay? You need to focus on taking quick action. There's a Brian Tracy video out there that I've talked about before. Brian Tracy has this video on time management. If you haven't looked into Brian Tracy, you totally should. He talks about time management. And one of his things, I've said this in one of my previous videos, he stands there, he goes like this. He goes, tell yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. And that will help you literally do it now, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, through my business, through trying to build this YouTube channel, through trying to build my mental and my physical health, every single time that I've had a success, it's almost come from me almost not doing it. And I've thought about saying this in some of my other videos. I don't think I've said it yet, but I almost don't do a lot of things. I almost don't do my one thing for my goals almost every single day. You know what I mean? But I go and I take action. And I wanted to like make a joke where it's like, almost not do it. You need to almost not do it, right? Because we all have that inner thought of wanting to take the path of least resistance, of wanting to do the least amount of work, of wanting to make, do things the easiest way, because we're human and that's how we are, and that's okay, that's normal. But what you need to do is push by that mental thought and see through it and take action. So I almost didn't do this YouTube video. I almost haven't made the last 100 YouTube videos. There's been times before I started this YouTube channel where I thought it was stupid, that nobody would watch, and that there's no point. And even though my videos still don't get a ton of views, it's been probably 150 days, 200 days, and we have almost 300 subscribers. Like, that's not a lot, but that excites me. That motivates me to keep going. I didn't have the motivation to start this channel. I had to force myself to do it. I had to force myself to put my thoughts out, my motivational, my personal development thoughts. I had to force myself to put that online. I was scared, I was uncomfortable, and I didn't know what to talk about. And I still, to this day, am slightly scared, slightly uncomfortable, and slightly don't know what I'm talking about. Like, it's hard. It's not easy, but through the action, I got my first 100 subscribers, and I was like, oh my gosh. It gave me the motivation to continue forward. And that's what I want you to take out of this video today, is that there is never gonna be a good time for you to go out there and start doing that thing that you wanna do, especially at the beginning of the goal. But even when you're midway through the goal, that's where 99% of people fail, because they quit and they don't stay consistent and they hit a wall and they stop. So what you need to do is to take action now. Please take action now. When you're done watching this video, go out there and start taking action. Take the first step, It doesn't need to be a huge step. It doesn't need to be some crazy life-changing step. Think about it like this. If you're gonna go lose 100 pounds, first thing that you could do right now is go for a walk. That is easy. Easy. Get up, go for a walk. You know what I mean? There is so much that you can do just to take the first step towards your goals. And if you just, against everything that you feel, against everything that you think is not gonna work, all the uncomfortability, all of the not motivation that's happening in your brain, all of the want to take the path of least resistance, if you can just push by that one time to start, and then keep going until you hit the motivation, you will hit the motivation, you will hit the runner's high, and you will move way quicker than you ever thought you would. But you just need to start now. You just need to stay consistent. You just need to learn how to go against your negative thoughts, think positively, think that it will work out, and one day it all will. And I'm doing the same for this YouTube channel. So if you liked this video, please do me a favor. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like this video, but leave a comment down below and let me know. I love your comments. Love, love, love your comments. So please, if you got some value out of this video today, if you want to go out there and start against your, not motivationness and go out there and find the motivation and the goal and start winning, start turning your life around, start changing, start becoming better, leave a comment down below and let me know. I am here to help you. I want to help you through this YouTube channel. You deserve a better life. Let's go out there and do it together. I make new videos like this every single day, so come back tomorrow if you want to see new videos. Every once in a while I'll skip a day. I have 2 flex days. I built 2 flex days into my goal plan every single week. So every once in a while I'll take a day off, but 9 times out of 10, almost 10 times out of 10 most weeks, 7 times out of 7, we're here making new videos every single day about personal development, goal setting, business, and entrepreneurship. So if you like my content, come back tomorrow. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but leave a comment down below and let me know. If you want to connect, I'm on all social medias. My name is Max Salman. M-A-X is my first name, last name S-A-L-M-A-N. If you look me up on Facebook, Instagram, Google my name, you will find me. And my phone number is in my bios, and my DMs are open. If I don't answer your DM like within a day or so, it might have went to my spam. So text me. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to make money off you. I just want to help you. I just want to see you get better. Let's go out there and do something great together. Until next time, put this damn phone down, bro. Go out there and start. Start against the fact that you're not motivated, because you deserve to find the motivation. You deserve to live the life that you want. Until next time, go out there and do something great. Talk to you soon.